Hilton or Marriott. Like, that's it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yesterday, I mean, when we came here from Frontier, I haven't taken Frontier in years. And I was like, holy shit, they're not going to come out and say, like, give you my pretzels or my... I tell my wife, I said, why we did this? Oh, but the other one was very expensive. Oh, it doesn't matter, bro. I mean, we don't have time for vacation.
Yeah.
Because I got too much shit going on. I travel a lot for my work, not with vacation. We don't do vacation at all. And I told her, you think about when we're going out for this, think about when we're going on vacation and just get something nice and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not like, man, I was so frustrated that night. We get in Jacksonville late, then we got in that freaking shithole place. There was a guy smoking pot in the entrance and he called me bro. And I'm like, bro. I went to the car and my way back I put my gun in my bag and I went in. I said, yeah, I don't know what.
I can understand.
Yeah, I mean, I ignored the guy. I said, like, how about he get mad about I just ignore him? And, you know, he said something. I told my wife, tomorrow we're out.
Yeah.
I don't care, we're gonna drive or whatever here.
Oh, jeez. All right, here we go. Oh, that. All right. Winter Park fans, we're back for day 3 of the Northeastern Qualifier here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Playing Houston Skyline 18 black. Starting lineup is Pulver, Valentine, Napick, Pulver, Valentine, Aubert, Napick, Audi, Fricker, and Lewis is going to come in first for Pulver. Start and serve receive, so starting in row 6. Today is win and go on, lose and work. Serves up, taken by Audi. Trigger with the out of system ball to Aubert, who swings out of bounds. Skyline back to serve, up 1-0. Serves up, taken by Audi. Valentine sets the outside. Aubert swings high. They get it up. Bump set to the outside. Swing cross, dug by Lewis. Valentine sets the back row attack. Fricker swings into the net. And Winter Park starts out down 0-2. Skyline back to serve, taken by Audi. Valentine sets the outside. Aubert's going to hit a roll shot deep 5, picked up by the libero. Set to the outside, swing down the line, out of bounds. Winter Park catches a break, 1-2. Valentine back to serve, down the line in 5. Sets into the net. Libero's going to send it to 1. Fricker covers. Valentine sets the middle. Napick tips to 4. Covered. Set to the back row attack. Free ball from the libero short. Audi gets it up. Valentine sets the right side. Audi swings through the block to 6. Aubert hits the overpass and puts it away. Tie game, 2 apiece. Valentine back to serve. Down the line in 5, passes up. Set to the right side. Tip over the block. Blocked by Napick. Aubert hits an overpass to 6 and gets the line. Winter Park takes the lead, 3-2. Valentine back to serve again, up by 1. Serves zone 1, taken by Libero. Overpass, Aubert tips a deep one, picked up. They're going to set the middle. She's going to tip to 1. Valentine got a hand on it, but couldn't get it up. Ties the game at 3 apiece. Serves up, taken by Fricker. Valentine with a bump set to the outside. Audi roll shots right over the block, picked up by the setter. Out of system ball to the outside. Swing to 6, dug by Fricker. Valentine gets there with her hands. Audi sends a free ball to 1. They cover. They're going to set the outside. Swing down the line. Valentine with the dig. Audi gets it up and over. Aubert's going to miss the tip. A little tight to the net. Houston takes a 4-3 lead. Serves up, taken by Fricker. Valentine sets the middle. Aubert swings and puts it away. Ties the game at 4 apiece. Aubert back to serve. Aubert serves zone 1. Passes up. Out of system ball from the libero to the outside. Swing cross. Blocked by Audi. Solo block there by Audi. Puts the Winter Park in lead, 5-4. Aubert serves zone 1, out of bounds. Ties the game at 5 apiece. Ortiz checks in for Aubert. Serves up. Oh, Napick gets it up. Valentine got it up. Audi sends the tip over, but it goes out of bounds. Houston with a 6-5 lead. Serves up, taken by Ortiz. Valentine sets the outside. Fricker swings cross, out of bounds, no touch. Serves up, taken by Ortiz, and that one gets out of bounds. 8-5. Winter Park down by 3. Serves up, taken by Lewis. Valentine sets the right side. Audi swings the 6. Off the hands of the defender and backwards, and that's going to be a kill for Audi. 6-8. Pulver checks in for Lewis as Napick comes back to serve. Napick serves zone 116. Libero gets it up, set to the middle. Valentine digs. Pulver with the out-of-system ball to Audi, who tips it into the block, recycles it. Valentine sets the outside. Fricker's going to roll shot down the line to 1. Off the hands of 1 defender, 2 defenders, 3 defenders. Doesn't make it over the net. Winter Park closes to within 1. Napick serves it deep, out of bounds. Lewis checked back in for Napick. Serves up, taken by Ortiz. Valentine gets it. Fricker sends the ball deep 5, out of bounds. 10-7.
Get ready, get ready.
Serves up, taken by Ortiz. Valentine sets the right side, tight to the net. Audi pokes it up and over. They cover. Out-of-system ball from Libero to the outside. Swing to 6, dug by Ortiz. Overpass, middle, hits it into the net. 8-10. Winter Park down by 2. Double sub coming. Begay and Cooley check in for Audi and Valentine. Begay serves a deep 6. Libero gets it up. Bump set and tip over from the setter. Pulver gets hands on it. Begay sets the outside. Fricker tips into the block, covered by Fricker. Begay gets it up again. Cooley swings cross and out of bounds. 11-8. Winter Park down by 3. Serves up. Fricker gets it up. Begay runs the middle. Pulver tips it to 1. Set to the outside. Swing cross. Block touch. Out of bounds. Serves up. Taken by Lewis. Off to the side. 13-8. Winter Park down by 5. Coach Morris calls timeout. Another ace for Houston, and Winter Park's down by 6. Serves up, taken by Fricker. Begay sets the right side. Fricker swings through the block. Dug in 6. Set to the middle. They put it in 1. 15-8. Winter Park down by 7. Serves up. Taken by Frigger. Begay sets the outside. Cooley swings cross. Picked up in 4. Set to the outside. Swing. Block touch. Dug by Lewis. Begay runs the right side. Fricker swings down the line and off the hands of Libero. And that stops the bleeding temporarily. Aubert checks in for Ortiz as Fricker comes back to serve. Fricker serves zone 5, passes up, set to the middle, blocked by Pulver. They get it up 3. Lewis takes the first ball. Begay sets the middle, Pulver swings off the block and gets the kill. 10-15. The lead is down to 5. Serves up, short serve, they get it up. But inside to the net, that's an ace for Fricker. 11 serving 15. Winter Park down by 4. Fricker serves a deep 6, taken by Libero, goes sideways. They get it up, free ball coming, Pulver gets it up. Begay sets the middle, Pulver tips to 5, picked up by Libero, sets to the middle, they tip to 4, and they're gonna score. Serves up, taken by Aubert. Begay sets the right side. Cooley swings the 1 out of bounds. Aubert passes. Begay sets the outside. Aubert tips into the block, covered by Lewis. Begay sets the back row attack. Fricker swings to 1. Set to the middle, tip to 1. Begay gets it up. Pulver gets it on net. Aubert's. Oh, nope. Pulver was in the net. Winter Park down by 7. Serves up in the net. Napick checks back in as Lewis comes back to serve. Out of bounds. Serves up, taken by Frigger. Begay sets the right side. Cooley swings into the net. Serves up down the line, taken by Aubert. Begay gets it up. Cooley sends a free ball to 1. Out of system ball to the right side. Swing, blocked, covered, tipped over, covered by Lewis. Begay gets it up. Fricker's going to take the back row attack to the 116. They dig, set to the outside. Swing, block, touch, down in 6. Winter Park down by 9. Coach Mars calls another second timeout. serves up. Taken by Aubert. Wide. Set goes wide. Cooley swings it over. Begay get it up. Set to the outside. Tip to deep 5. Fricker there. Begay runs the outside. Aubert rolls shots to the donut. Covered by the outside. Set to the right side. Swing cross out of bounds. Double sub coming. Valentine and Audie checking in for Cooley and Begay. Valentine back to serve. Serves zone 5. Passes up. Set to the outside. Swing and score. Serves up, taken by Frigger. Valentine runs the middle. Aubert tips it over to 6. Set to the outside, swing cross, dug from 5. Valentine sets the outside. Audie swings cross, dug by Libero. Set to the outside, tip over the block. Audie picks it up. Aubert sets the back row attack. Fricker tips it to the donut. Middle got a hand on it. Libero gets it up. Tip to 1. Controlled by Fricker. Valentine sets the right side. Aubert swings off the block. And, oh, they're going to call ball in the court. Oh, nope. Ref is saying the ball didn't affect it. Winter Park gets the point. Now, the R2 might be saying she blew a whistle until the girls stopped. If that's true, they'll have to replay the point. R2 should not be blowing their whistle unless the ball is affecting the play. And since the ball was on our side of the court, it couldn't possibly affect Houston Skyline. Captain and coach for Houston Skyline arguing their case that it should be a replay. I'd like to remind everyone that we're playing for Flight 2. The game is not that important. R1 makes the correct call. Ortiz checks in for Aubert. Ortiz serves zone 5. Passes up, Shanks. Picked up, back row. Oh, free ball coming. Controlled by Ortiz. Valentine sets the right side. Audie swings down the line. Picked up by Libero. Lewis gets it up. Ortiz chases it down, gets it up. And that's out of bounds. 23-14. Winter Park down by 9. Serves up. Out of bounds. Pulver checks back in. Napa comes back to serve. Lewis checks out. Napick serves deep 5. Passes up. Set to the middle, tip over the block to 1, and scores. Set point, Houston Skyline. Lewis checks back in for Napa. Serves up, tips the net. Ortiz gets it up. Lewis sets the right outside. Fricker swings, roll shot off the block, covered. They're going to set the middle, swing to 1, dug by Valentine. Lewis with an assistant ball to the outside. Fricker tips it deep 1 and gets the point. 16-24. Double sub, Begay and Cooley checking in for Valentine and Audie. Serves up down the line and 1, passes up. Set to the outside. Swing, cross, dug by Lewis. Begay sets the right side. Cooley roll shots to 1. Set to the back row attack. Swing to 1, out of bounds. 17-24. Begay back to serve. Zone 6 taken by Libero. Set to the outside, swing off the block and scores. Houston Skyline takes set 1, 25-17. Thank you. I did, and I coach. But I'm just dad this weekend. But commentating keeps my mouth busy from saying other things that I shouldn't be yelling. Serves up into the net. 1-1. Ortiz checks in for Aubert. up. Out of bounds. Serves up. Taken by Ortiz. Shanked. 3-1. Houston up by 2.
Get ready, come on.
Serves up. Taken by Ortiz. Rivera sets the middle. Pulver tips to 1. Picked up. Out of system ball to the outside. Swing cross. Block touch. McManus couldn't get it up high enough. Serves up. Taken by Ortiz. Rivera sets the outside. Fricker tips into the block and it comes down on our side. Winter Park down by 4. 5 serving 1. Serves up. Taken by McManus. Rivera sets the right side. Cooley Audi tips over the block and gets the point. Napick comes in for McManus as Pulver comes back to serve. Pulver serves zone 6, passes up, set to the right side, swing down the line, in, deep corner. Skyline back to serve, up by 4, 6-7-2. Serves up, deep, out of bounds. And double sub comes as Valentine and Cooley check in for Audi and Rivera. Valentine back to serve. Serves down the line in 5, passes up. Home set back to the middle of the court, down ball from the libero, deep 1, out of bounds. 4 serving 6, Winter Park down by 2. Serves up down the line in 5, passes up. Set to the outside, roll shot tip. Napa gets it up. Fricker tips it over to the donut, picked up by the center. Set to the middle, swing to 1 and score. Serves up, taken in 1 by Fricker. Valentine sets the outside. Cooley swings cross, block touch, picked up in 6. Set to the middle, swing to 1, and score. Looks like she swings to 1 every time. Goodness. Serves up. Taken by McManus. Valentine sets the right side. Fricker swings to 1. Set to the outside. Swing cross, dug by McManus. Cooley gets it up. Fricker swings. Block touch, picked up in 6. Set to the middle. Ooh, whiffed. 5 serving 8. And O'Bear checks back in for Ortiz. Fricker back to serve. Serves zone 5, taken by libero. Ooh. Setter can't get back in spot. 6-8. Winter Park down by 2. Fricker back to serve. Serves deep 5, taken by the lib. Out of system ball, back row attack, swing to 6, dug by McManus, right to the net. Can't get it up. Serves up, taken by Fricker. Valentine sets the outside. Aubert tips it deep one. Ball goes backwards. They bring it up. And free ball short. Fricker there. Valentine sets Napik, who tips it off the block. Out of system ball. Back row attack. Swing to 6. Dug by Fricker. Valentine with an out of system ball to the outside. Aubert free balls to 1. Set to the outside. Tip into the block and score. Coach Morris calls timeout. Set to the outside. Aubert tips a deep one. They cover. Out of system ball to the outside. Swing blocked, but it comes down on our side. Fricker, Valentine, Aubert to 1. They dig. Bump set to the outside. Swing cross. Dug by Aubert. Valentine sets the middle. Napik down balls it out of bounds. McManus with the out system ball to the right side. Cooley tips it up and over. Soft. Free ball comes short. McManus there. Valentine sets the back row attack. Fricker swings out of bounds. Winter Park down by 7. 13 serving 6. Serves up deep. Out of bounds. Pulver checks in. McManus comes back to serve. Napik goes out. McManus serves zone 6. Passes up. Set to the middle. Swing to 1. Through the hands of Valentine and down. Serves up, taken by Fricker. Valentine, bump set to the outside. Aubert, roll shots deep 5, controlled by Libero. Set to the right side, swing cross, and scores. 15-7. Begay checks in for Valentine. Serves up, taken by Aubert. Begay with a bump set, right side. Cooley roll shots to 6. Set to the middle, swing to 1 and score. Serves up, taken by Aubert. Pass to Cooley, tips it over, they cover. Bump set, down ball for the Libero. Begay gets it up. Fricker with the out of system to Cooley, who swings to 6. Bump set to their right side, free ball short. Aubert gets it up. Begay sets the middle, Pulver tips and scores. 8 serving 16. Rivera and Adi check in for Cooley and Begay. Rivera back to serve. Serve zone 1. Libero takes it up, set to the outside. Swing cross, off the block and out of bounds. 17-8. Serves up, taken by Adi. Aced. Serves up, taken by Adi. Rivera sets the middle. Rivera swings into the block, and they tip it over. 19-8. Serves up into the net. 19-9. Bear serves zone 1, passes up, set to the outside, swing, block, touch. McManus gets it up. They tip it back over. Cricker sends a out of system ball to Adi, who swings to the block and scores. Serves up. Set to the middle, swing to one, out of bounds. The Bears serves to zone 5, gets the ace. Oh no, Libero's hurt. She's grabbing her face. I think she ran into her own player. So, rule explanation. If the libero can't play, a team may designate another libero to come in her place. If they have a player who is not subbed in, if all players are subbed in and they need to designate another libero, they can do that. But no matter what, that libero has to stay out. For the libero that got hurt has to stay out for the rest of the set at a minimum. If they designate a libero, it looks like currently they're choosing to put their middle back in and have her play in 5 to see if the libero can get her head clear and continue playing. Serves up, zone 1, passes up. Shank, that's another ace for Aubert. And the deficit is down to 6. Houston's dropping into a 2-person serve receive. Serves deep 1. Shanked pass. Middle brought it up. Free ball coming. McManus there. Rivera sets the right side. Adi tips over the block. They cover it. Push it back 1. Aubert gets a hand on it. Rivera sets the outside overpass. It comes down on our side of the net when they tip it back at us. 20-13. Ortiz checks in for Aubert. Serves up. Fighting over the serve, receive, sends the ball out of bounds. 21-13. And Coach Mars takes their second timeout. Serves up. McManus gets the ball up. Rivera sets the outside. Fricker swings down the line. Out of bounds. No touch. 22-13. Serves up. Deep. Out of bounds. 14-22. Pulver back to serve. Napick checks back in for McManus. Serves zone 6, passes up, overpass and Fricker hits it. They keep it alive. Free back row attack coming to 1. Off the hands of Rivera and out of bounds. McManus checks back in for Pulver. Serves up, taken by Ortiz. Rivera gets it up, and nobody knows who's going for the ball. Match point, Houston Skyline. Serves up, taken by Fricker. Overpass, oh no, just tight to the net. And they run into each other on the last point. And that's just fitting for how this day has gone. Winter Park loses in 2, 25-14 in the second set.